like what we call, are we considered bush mechanics? What is a bush mechanic and what is not a bush mechanic? What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Z Gear podcast. I know it's been a minute, but yeah, we're back. And today we are featuring the boys who I think need no introduction to the guys in motorsport. But seeing as this podcast is bigger than just us Zambians who know each other, I'll let you guys in on who these guys are. We've got Tio on that side, and we've got JB here. These are the guys from Ilile Auto. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the content that we share on Facebook from their platform. And obviously, if you haven't already followed them, go ahead and follow them. But yeah, today we've got these guys here. Welcome, guys, to the podcast.
How's it, Patrick?
Hey, awesome. Awesome to have you guys on the podcast. It's easy to interview people who are not friends. But then you bring your friends on and it's a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. So basically today we're going to be talking about mechanics, being mechanics, because you guys, this is what you do for a living. And obviously there's, a lot of, questions around that, stuff that people would like to know. And that's basically what we want to cover today. So I think, for me, growing up, I actually wanted to be a mechanic, because for the most part, I love cars initially. Then Fast and Furious came out, and then there were those cut scenes that we would see where Dominic Toretto does this, what's his name, Brian O'Connor pours the oil in there. I'm like, I want to be a mechanic. Yes, I want to be a mechanic when I grow up.
I think the point where most of us wanted to be a mechanic is when the 2J came into the scene and you opened the bonnet and
what
engine is that?
Yeah.
I realized like a couple of years later. That's an NA engine.
It was an NA one. It wasn't even a GTE. Wow.
With a wire across.
Serious. Hey, you see, I didn't even know any of those details, but I think for me that's where I thought, I wanted to be a mechanic. But I don't know for you guys, like what is it like, because that's what I think being a mechanic is. And I think a lot of us, because we watch stuff on YouTube, we see how these Americans do it in their fancy workshops and what. But what is it like, from the content that we watch to the reality, which is what you guys actually, go through? Like, what is it like being a mechanic here in Zambia? Is it glorified or, as fancy as it is, or is it at different levels?
Two sides to that coin. It could be all you've ever dreamed of.
Yeah.
And it could be your worst nightmare. Something as simple as what, bro? Changing oil.
Yeah.
You can change into a cruise drain plug in an aluminium sump.
Then you have to take it to a machine shop.
I would say it's an experience.
Yeah.
We've got like a lot of youth out there that are aspiring mechanics.
Yeah.
Or those that have studied mechanics. But mechanics is one of those professions in Zambia that a lot of people are actually taking part in.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe let's go back to where you guys started from, because I've shared like kind of what I thought, I wanted to be, and obviously that changed. Now I just make videos for you guys here on YouTube and Facebook. But yeah, like for you guys, what brought you to this point where this is what you do,
Where we decided to be mechanics.
Yes.
Personally,
was it always? Yeah.
It's always been there because of my dad.
Was your dad a mechanic?
No.
Okay.
He thinks he is, but dad's not a mechanic. But he taught me most of what I know, the basic stuff about cars.
Yeah.
Growing up in the 90s, I can say that. Growing up in the 90s, my dad used to import and sell cars.
Okay.
So weekends, when he's not doing that, we'll be fixing cars together. And I'll follow him everywhere he goes. Break stuff, he'll get a bit upset, but learning curve. And then I started seeing cars with exhausts, like late 90s. Why is that car sounding like that? No, that car has two pipes.
Yeah.
Why does it have two pipes? Then the usual that car goes up to 240. Wow.
On the dash.
You know, like it's faster than that car, but I didn't understand the thing, so I wanted to know more.
Yeah.
And I started destroying things in the house. Like my dad had
in the house.
Yeah.
So now it was no longer about the cars.
No, it was about the cars. Growing up on a farm, there was a section of the house attached to the garage that we used to use for spares.
Yeah.
So my dad used to have buses. So there were spare fuel pumps, those diesel pumps, injector pumps, fuel rails, the whole shebang. When no one's home and no one's watching, I would go and tie those things that are perfectly well, bro. Like,
And
start to assemble it.
Yeah.
And then, once you open anything to do with fuel, the whole house will smell of fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then before you know it, he's there shouting at you, "You've damaged something that's worth it." So slowly I would get to know, after I damage it, I would know like, oh, that's what this is worth. But back then it was just basic mechanics, like your regular fixing here and there.
Okay.
And then when I was in 9th grade, that's where stuff started becoming real. I've got a brother, cousin, uncle, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
His name is Guy, that one. Yeah, Cheezer. He had the cookers, like even when I was young. My dad would be more chilled, no loud exhaust. He had loud exhaust on the cars. We would cry for him to pick us up from school, like that cool one. And then he started slowly teaching me things here, there. Weekends would build an engine together, and that's how everything just fell into place, man.
Okay. So
my dad wouldn't object because he knows you're in good hands.
Yeah. So okay. So all the way until you finish school, you've just been doing that.
Until I finished school, I started driving when I was 7. That's when I started.
7 years old. Wow.
Living on a farm.
Living
on a farm. When no one's home, I knew where the keys were. So
and
get
you,
the car.
JV, where are you coming from? Getting to this stage, being a mechanic.
Maybe my story is.
Did you also start at 7?
At 7 I was doing other things.
Okay.
My interests at that time were different. But the whole mechanics thing, I think for me came about the time when I started Project Cars. Yeah.
The V8 man.
Yeah. Around the time when I bought my first social.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the time.
But this is your second social?
This is like my
fourth.
Oh, okay. How come I never saw the other ones, man? I've always known you as the Alteza sliding guy.
That's our flag car.
Yeah.
Flagship car.
Okay.
So right around the time I got my first social is when I got into mechanics, because at that point I wanted to build a project. I had a Cresta. I still have. So the plan was I was going to remove the 1UZ from the social and put it in the Cresta. That was the plan. So I needed to do that myself, as opposed to paying somebody to do it. So I started, looking up into things of how to undo things, which things have to be undone a certain way. And then slowly but surely, you build on your knowledge as you keep attempting different tasks.
Where were you picking that stuff up on YouTube?
Yeah, like most people, I actually started my mechanics career from YouTube.
Okay. So but this is the thing, because I'm also a YouTube.
No, you are the
mechanic. Maybe the YouTube mechanic at this point. How does it how does it play on, for lack of a better term, your confidence? Knowing that you didn't study, mechanics. How does it play on your confidence when clients bring cars?
I'll tell you one thing.
Do you freak out about certain cars? I know there are certain cars that we delay
You're a regular person. Not this nigga, man. This was just
for me, I look at it like, okay, earlier he had mentioned that he used to take things apart in the house.
Yes.
I also used to do that. I go about looking at these things as a logical, somebody put this together, following some logical
guidelines,
which so obviously to undo this thing, there's obviously a reverse of those guidelines. You just need to go
backwards.
Yeah. Okay. So I look at every car in that particular way. Like even if you've never worked on the engine, you first start undoing the thing that is in front of you to get to where you want to go, and anything that's in the way to get you there, you have to undo it.
Yes.
But obviously, you have to look at it in a logical manner, because there are some things that you don't necessarily need to undo, because you can get through another way. Yeah.
Okay.
Along the way, you need to watch out for those signs. Okay. Otherwise, you end up removing a whole subframe when the objective of the job is you're just supposed to get a control amount. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like an endless rabbit hole if you keep just untying everything that you see. So yeah.
Okay. So I mean, but does school play much of an important part?
Yeah.
To guys like you who, as far as I am concerned, you've managed pretty much without it at this point.
Yeah, school does play like a huge role in everything. Like you know, you can learn business on the street, but if you did go to school and understand the principles behind business and all the small rules and things that concern the different people you're gonna be involved in business with, you know, it helps you going forward.
Okay.
But not taking away from the person that hasn't gone to school to learn that. Those guys will probably learn that through experience. That's how they'll learn it. So it's the same for us in this whole field of ours. Like, you know, yes, we can go to school, we'll probably be better mechanics, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to experience. The one that has tackled more cars will know what to do better than the person that has the theory.
Yes.
And actual no experience.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was trying to think about you know, the difference between like what we call, are we considered bush mechanics? What is a bush mechanic and what is not a bush mechanic?
A bit of detail. I went to school for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did.
But I'll tell you one thing.
This is after grade 12.
After grade 12, yeah.
Okay.
3/4 of what I know about these cars is not from school. It's from YouTube. So look, what you learn at school I'll give an example of myself in 2014, 2015,
Yeah.
What you learn in mechanics at school around that period is not what you find in the real world with modern cars. You find we were going left to do this, now we're going right to do this. That type of thing. I'll give you a very simple example. Mr. Bended Racing, he was building a turbo for himself last week or the other week. Turbos have a way of untying the wheel. It's opposite from the regular untying.
Oh, okay.
So it's made like that, so the direction it spins in, it locks itself up.
Okay, yes, it does.
But the turbo was untying was regular. They've changed on certain turbos now as of today. You have to untie it the regular way.
So you were tying, thinking you were, and it broke.
He was there with his head just bended, trying to untie. But no, he figured it out. So school does play a vital role, but the best is experience.
Yeah.
And for us, what made it easier, I'll speak for the ghost here, JB, myself. We were not scared to experiment on our own cars.
No, I know.
Yeah, so we'd tear something apart, and dude, like, trust me, there's a lot you guys don't see, and we'll be like, oh, so you do that, this breaks, eh? And we'll be there like, yeah, it's broken. We'll be back.
Let's try and fix it
back
again.
To the drawing board. We always look for a way of making it better. Yeah, you know the easiest thing to do when you're a mechanic is cut corners, bro.
It's cut corners.
It's the fastest and easiest thing to do, but it's the longest burden you have on your car.
Yeah, when you cut corners.
The things that will start coming at you after that, my God.
But I mean, the environment here in Zambia, does it really allow for like, you know, no cutting corners? Because I think like a lot of people like to do, you know, cheap jobs.
We just don't have patience.
Yeah.
It allows.
Every
just
job
don't have
has the
patience.
right way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, if you take that away and decide to do a job based on the fact that you want to either do it quickly or the client hasn't paid enough money for me to be bothered to do it the right way, you know, you're basically setting yourself up for failure. Because that job will probably
come back to you.
Yeah, to still come back to you.
And there's no job that's more irritating than a return.
Yeah, than a return job.
Because you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
you've already been paid. So it's time that you're burning. So
yeah.
Well, I'll give you a simple example. My M50, you've been finding me building it for how long?
Months, right?
Do you know what happened? The threads in the head are closed. Only 2 or 3.
Oh yeah.
Honestly speaking, we can get away with it. Like the car will run. But the day we decide to go ham, you end up breaking a camshaft, which will lead to dropping a valve. Then before you know it, we're looking for more parts. So
bearings and
exactly.
Yeah, so it's better to just do it the right way the first time. Then it's good. Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, the another thing that I think we can try and touch on is, like from your experience, which cars have been some of the most difficult to work on? Like, what was your toughest, your first, toughest car to work on, and which one was, the first car that was like, those cars that have you sitting looking at the sky for like 5 minutes, and like, why isn't this working?
Like say, that's former orange, now black car of mine.
Yes.
That's his own.
The roadster.
Put everything together, bro. Like, or even like, fire it up.
Yeah.
The car wouldn't start. The car had spark. The car had fuel.
Well, definitely had spark and fuel because it would explode.
Bro.
This loud bang. Every after 5 cranks, they'll just be like bang.
You know what? There's fuel.
That's making
There's
know
spark.
there's fuel and spark. It's there.
And they're like, why won't it start? And the car was running fine the previous day. So, honestly speaking, I can't count them.
Yeah.
My own cars, all of them have done that to me. Even the Champ. The Champ reached the point where we were cranking it the whole time.
Was this before you messed with it or after you messed with it?
I have been messing with that car.
It's all like because I assume the Champ was pretty reliable and consistent before.
It's been.
Yeah.
It still is actually.
Yeah, right.
Still
You threw 3 gearboxes now too.
5, bro.
5 boxes.
5 boxes. It's a box graveyard, that car.
Oh, wow.
Box graveyard. But like the Champ would give us hell. Like it was running and it just dies. Would call, there's a famous character among us, Donna, a friend of ours, Don. He'll come in how many minutes?
John doesn't take time.
Like,
probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
The car is running. And we'll be there the whole day cranking it. Trying it. He'll come. So when you put attention to the signs, these cars always give you signs, man. But then there's me, bro. It's giving you the signs, just putting volume in the radio.
If you can't hear it, it's not an issue.
Before you know it, you've damaged quite a lot of stuff. So that's usually what digs my grave on my cars. But I'm working on it now. This is 2024. Working towards being a better person. My boy can vouch for that. The welded diff hasn't just been changed. I can tell by listening.
Yeah.
You know how? Mechanic. Things. So.
Yeah. I think for me the first car to give me a hell. Okay. Even like the BMW 335. The first time I worked on it was hard, but it was manageable because at that point, I was going through the whole work with instructions from Mr. Bended Racing, so it wasn't that bad. But the car that even he just stood aside and let me do everything alone was an Audi.
An Audi.
Audi S4. That was the worst. I was dropping the gearbox on that thing. That was a nightmare. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Don't forget how heavy.
So what people say about German cars, is it true or not? People say that they are problematic, like in general, hard to work on, problematic in terms of things just go wrong, and this is obviously compared to what Zambia drives, which is Toyota. You get what I mean? So is that true to say that German cars are difficult, or is it the clients that are?
I would say lack of understanding would probably make you say that, because
as a mechanic. Lack of understanding as a mechanic.
Lack of the vehicle itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for example, BMWs are considered to be problematic, like in terms of oil leaks, overheating.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe randomly popping up codes if you drive a 335. So
most BMWs,
you find all these things have got like areas where the issue is coming from. If you don't attend to that situation, the car will just start, randomly just misbehaving.
So they
BMWs
don't
are
particularly.
notorious for their, I don't know if I can call that plastic. I don't even know what they use, but it's not plastic. That stuff, it's brittle, like it breaks really easily.
Oh
Cracks, and it starts leaking, and then the car just starts randomly overheating. And it's not an unknown thing that BMWs actually, like, they run hotter than most cars. Like the cooling system is designed to be at optimum temperature to be near 100 degrees. That's like really hot. So when you add, when you add the climate we have here, it's a recipe for disaster if you've got a little pipe that's leaking.
Yes, okay.
That pipe is going to give up. Things like that. So I think it's like they need to understand that the car you're driving is demanding, firstly, and then sometimes the thing that can seem very small that maybe you might say, no, let's just put silicone on it,
Yeah, on a BMW
maybe
that
just buy
doesn't.
the fitting, you know what I mean? Buy the pipe and put it in. Don't just put silicone there.
I think the most accurate statement I've ever heard was the one that says, "Don't buy a BMW with a Toyota mentality."
Yes.
Because I think Toyota lets us get away with a lot of things.
Yeah, they do.
You
Like,
can silicone this. You can zip tie this.
Over the long run, in all honesty, if you put the right amount of money into a BMW, genuine parts, like let's say OEM parts, not aftermarket, and you put the same OEM parts in a Toyota, the German European vehicles actually last longer because the quality of their stuff until you get to the brittle plastics, but everything else
is okay.
Pretty much good.
And as far as the quality of parts, is there a lot more like fake low quality parts available for German brands, or Toyotas have more?
Japanese have more fake though. There's too much.
Does that affect the price? Because I've always wondered why German, like, control arms for a whole suspension for a Toyota. For example, my Ranix, I can rebuild the whole suspension, I think, in less than 7K.
With your legs under the car. With your legs.
Yes, my legs under the car in that famous picture. I can rebuild the suspension with that, and maybe not even just the Ranix, but most Toyotas. So why is it that with German cars, it's a control arm? Same control arm does pretty much the same thing as far as I'm concerned on a German car as it does on a Toyota, but the price difference would be.
It's more complex. If you had to put them
For
side
the German
by
car?
side, the German cars are. It could have been straight. To make it a C.
Yeah, you
with
do funny shit. So that's what contributes to.
But it pays off in the end. I'll give it that. Yeah.
And also, these days, most German cars come with aluminium control arms, so
Oh, so the Toyota ones who have the steel.
Yeah.
Or you can press fit stuff in.
just press fit things there and then you're done. But the German one comes with the whole aluminium control arm.
Oh, which you can't press fit because it would damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
there's nothing like changing a bushing
no.
and the
Usually
thing. The way we
it's
do
the
on
whole
Toyotas, you just have to get the
Just
whole
have to get the whole arm.
arm. Okay, so it's more of like a design thing that makes the price expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when it comes to brands, also that you guys have worked on, which one would you advise clients to stay away from? Which cars?
From Audi.
I knew you say that.
Okay, stay away from Audis.
I agree.
Any other problematic?
I agree. Stay away from Audis. If your pocket is shallow, like you don't want to spend, you might have a deep pocket, but you find spending on your own car unnecessary.
Yeah.
Stay away from German cars. If you're that guy, stay away.
The guy who likes to cut corners.
I'm telling you, stay away. If you're that guy,
Get the cheap oil.
stay away.
Yeah, like the moment you cross into like the German area, like there's no room.
The unforgiving.
For shortcuts.
Yeah.
There's no room for shortcuts. Shortcuts are very, 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 very. painful.
On a German car, you roll the flywheel, bro. I'm just saying.
It won't work.
I'm not saying you did it. I'm just saying.
It won't work. We managed to weld the flywheel onto our blue 350Z, and that didn't go well.
Oh, wow.
So I can imagine on a German car, it'd probably be worse. Yeah. So another thing that I wanted to find out from you guys is as far as women. Or let me just say clients anyway in general. What makes a bad client and what makes a good one?
Good client?
Maybe I should explain why I started off with women. There's this notion that
lady driven.
Yes, lady driven, like lady driven cars, and also the fact that women come in as people who don't really know much. Do they make some of the worst the worst clients?
Not to contradict myself, but lady-driven cars, sometimes you get away with it being clean, and sometimes you get away with it being a wire that looks nice outside, but you follow up on the history of the car, something else. So I've had the fair share of understanding female clients who, if you tell her, say in 5,000 Ks, bring the car back for service, you even put the reminder and everything, it will be there 4,800. To be back. Like, then there's those who say, oh, I've done 8,000 Ks and nothing has broken.
And they just continue.
Let me just keep going.
As long as it starts.
Exactly. That's the worst thing you can do for a car. The more you ignore, prevention is better than cure. The more you ignore your service intervals. You did a video on cloud systems, gunk cloud systems.
Yes.
That's where that comes from.
Sludge.
That's where all that stuff comes from. It starts from there. So I think it would be best to just follow your service intervals. And what makes a good client? A client who understands the car they bought. That's what makes a good client for me. If, let's say the two of us, I buy a BMW, he buys a BMW. I don't understand the BMW, he does. We're not mechanics. We take it to a mechanic. He understands that the car was misfiring. It might not just be the plugs, it might be an injector, it might be a coil. Then there's me who's just come from your regular Toyota Japanese car, which when it misfires, not even one with coils, it's the HT that has cut. That's a 5-minute job. Just pull out the HT, put it on. I would expect the car to be out in an hour max. If I go with that mentality into another type of car like a European vehicle, and then start putting pressure on the mechanic, no, why is it taking you long? Quite frankly speaking, I've had some of those clients where, I sell spark plugs.
Yes.
You sell the client spark plugs. 2 days later, the car overheats. Then what do they say?
The plugs you sold, bro.
Make my car overheat.
Like, how?
Wow.
Where is the relation?
Wow.
Where is the relation? Ever since I changed plugs, my fuel pump has died. All those things, like, no, bro, first, understand your car. I'll give you another example. Most cars are living on their last leg, whereby if you change one side of the component to a new one, the weak one will give out next.
Yes.
And then the client, you tell them to buy left and right, they just buy left. You fit the left. You even tell them you should have bought both. They come back 2 days later saying the noise has come back, and then you check the noise is from the other side.
The other side, yeah.
Explain that to the client. Oh my God. No, you didn't change.
Yeah.
No, you just, and before you know it, you've got a bad whip. So I think it's also important to understand your clients before you commit to your clients.
To the job,
Yeah, so speaking on that point, what makes a good client? Good clients are the ones that pay. What makes a bad client? Bad clients do not pay. Even if they do drive an M3.
Wow.
So,
wow.
What do I mean by this? Good clients are those that understand that, even if the job takes 2 minutes, even if the job takes 5 hours or 2 days or 1 month or 2 seconds, the car has been fixed, so the bill is the bill.
Needs to be
good
paid.
Client who understand that it needs to be paid, and they'll own up on their end and pay the bill because it doesn't matter whether it's taking me 2 seconds to fix your car. You know, the experience that I have to know exactly where to touch to fix it, you know, that counts for something. Okay. So, you know, then you have on the other side, you've got your bad clients that, you know, want to talk about,
you know yourselves. And a lot.
The money that you're charging is too much, or you know, my car already had this issue, I sorted it out.
The other guy sorted it out for cheaper.
Take it to the other guy. Sorted it out for cheaper, you know, and things like that. And then you go on like debating on, you know, I actually go on like chasing after your money, even after the job has been done.
The saddest part about what I said is 3/4 of those clients are on your friend list. They're your boys, your pals, people who know you. It's always the people who know you who take advantage.
Yeah, true.
Patrick, you want spaces? I'm saving spaces for 800 kwacha. You offer me 650. But you will walk into a shop, another shop for someone you don't know, and find the same spaces for 1.5. You will buy them there.
Yeah,
but because it's still selling them, so we can tune in, you know?
Yeah.
So, no. Those are the bad times.
You want to pay for service.
For service.
Yeah, like I have a situation where somebody wanted help with their vehicle and they had a previous balance with me, like they owed me money for a previous job, and I was like, okay, cool, no problem, I can sort out your vehicle, but then, you know, we need to square off what
the previous balance.
And they couldn't do that and opted to just, you know, let me just take the car to somebody else.
I see.
And the car was taken to somebody else, and it was fixed and all that, but you know, I still haven't gotten paid. So I don't know what they're thinking, but I still haven't gotten paid.
Stinga kule so. Unika kula nice.
You know.
Okay. So I mean, I'm a photographer, you know, a videographer by profession. So when you talk about
slash YouTube.
Yes, now slash YouTube mechanic. So when you talk about, you know, people not paying for a service, people criticizing you for your price and stuff like that, I can definitely relate. You know, it's one of the most frustrating thing, because our industries are not really formalized. You know what I mean? They're not really formalized, and at the end of the day, even the monies that we talk about, even if I was to say I want to take this up with the police and what, I end up spending more, or you know, pretty much whatever I'm trying to get, you know, trying to solve that issue. So definitely that those can be like, you know, some of the worst clients that you can have. But for Ilile as a brand, where do you guys you know, see the Ilile brand, you know, being in the future? Like, what's the ultimate you know, goal for you guys? Is it to have like the biggest workshop that everybody knows at every, you know, single corner? Is it to be, you know, the guys known for the best modifications, or, you know, what is
the goal?
What is sort of
the goal is to be the guys known for helping other guys get their cars off the road and putting motorsport out there.
Yeah.
You know, 3/4 of the people who are getting onto the scene or rushing to buy a car they don't understand. And what they want the car to do is way out of the cars they you go buy, because you've heard of the famous Babman. You go buy a Ronex 2ZZ manual, and you want it to do what the 350 is doing. How? Got a Ronex, I'll drift it.
Got a Ronex just because somewhere you might have seen a Ronex doing some 110s or something.
Exactly. So if we can get people to understand their cars, it's cheaper on us. You know, we wouldn't be doing so many projects if we just bought the right car. You know that, right? So as opposed to buying this, let's see what your options are. So we do take your choice seriously, but sometimes your choice is not the best. So for what you want. So as a brand, yes, we would obviously want to be a very big workshop with more than an Alteza to show. Because that's all we have. That's how we. No, don't even say champ. It's
down.
The champ spends its time looking for clutches and gearboxes.
Wow.
Bro, the Alteza never spends its time down. So that's all we have to show for it. But there's more to come, and we really want to see more people understanding their cars. I'll give you an example of the same. I'll tell you. 3/4 of the people think that car is got some other engine 3 years away. Some people even said use it.
Oh yeah.
And then you tell them no, it's a 1G, and they're like, the 1G it couldn't do that. Yes, you are doing it wrong. Like you sold off your 1G to get something else that can't even do the same thing the 1G is doing. Mainly, the ignorance in the motorsport scene is what slows us down at the same time. If more people understood what they have, the cars they have, I think we would make better results. So, as a brand, we would like to see ourselves growing in many things other than just skidding. Would like to teach people certain things.
Yeah. On the part of teaching.
By certain things, I mean on their own car.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense for you to call me in the morning and say my car is failing to start. I drive 15 Ks, come to your car and tell you, oh, your battery is drained. Like, no, like really, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we have people like that in the motorsport industry.
Yeah. No, but
Company will call you for something like that straight.
Yeah. No, Kondwani is not a petrol.
Pick up your phone.
Well, everyone who knows Tio.
No, that's true. Tio never picks up calls. Tio never picks up calls.
A man needs to be known for something.
But what
I'm known for not picking calls.
I'm
not proud of it. I'm working on it though.
What I was trying to touch on when it comes to information, I always wondered why, like a lot of you mechanics don't do like these same, like videos that I do. I'm not even good at, like half the time I'm making mistakes, and I'm sure you guys pick that stuff up.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I'm sure you guys pick that stuff out.
Whoever is watching this video,
But
make sure this part is not cut out.
But no,
Patrick.
yes. But
The reason, I'll slow you down. The reason we don't do those videos is when you're working on a car, guys, your hands are full 3/4 of the time.
yes.
How many phones have we dropped trying to get videos? We've broken phones trying to get videos. That's why we reach out to people like you. So Patrick, we've got a build coming up. We need you on board. But then Patrick will be too busy putting his legs under the annex, which is
Yes.
Patrick,
Patrick has got his
Patrick would rather document himself trying to commit suicide
Wow.
under the annex with his legs under the car than us professionally putting an engine together.
Oh my
And
god.
then he'll show up after the engine is done, say, oh!
No, look. In a team, it's all about figuring out who does what best. So you see, like at Z Gear, there are 2 necks. I'm just the video guy. I don't touch spanners or do anything. You get what I mean? So I'm sure here, even if you said, oh, today we are putting together this engine. Taps is the one on the camera. He's just filming.
Dedicated
You get
to
what
the
I mean?
camera.
Yes. That's what I mean. But then the question that I got from, the answer that I got from another mechanic was, you can't share your trade secrets. But for me, what I've noticed is, all of us, bro, are literally YouTube mechanics.
Yeah,
Like everybody's putting information out there, but in Zambia, it's like people want to,
like everything is already out there.
yeah, because what I've seen, my channel has been running for maybe I think 6 months or something. Bro, people call from South Africa, they send messages from Uganda, whatever it is, And the thing is, the person who told me that they wouldn't share because of trade secrets and stuff like that is like, no, you don't want people to go and start opening another garage. And I'm like,
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. Like, even when you get sick, you do go to the hospital, like to get attended to by a doctor, But then, your doctor is not out there saying that you cannot, trade secrets.
I won't tell you which
medicine to take. He's not out there telling you that stuff because even for him, it's a business. Like you need to come back for him to make money. So he's not out there either making you sick on purpose so that you come back, or he's not keeping stuff from you so that you can not figure it out and still come back to him. But the information is out there. Like even if he doesn't tell you, the information is out there. You can find information. But most doctors will tell you because you're gonna come back. Like getting sick is the thing. Everybody gets sick. So it's the same thing even in cars. Even if everybody knows what's what, people will still need their car to be worked on.
yes.
People will still come. Even if some others did it, others will come. So
No, I've seen like you guys have put out your content, but I just wanted to sort of reinforce the importance of that, you know, because I've seen the benefits, you know, of just like talk about simple things. Fuel pump. Why is the fuel? What happens when your fuel pump doesn't work? You know, so whatever it is you guys are working on as you go, like you are sharing with us the build, the refresh on the on Soxka, you know, stuff like that. That's super interesting stuff. So I know that the day that I want to refresh the loot, where am I going? Hilili. You get what I mean?
Yeah, prevent throw some cable.
Yeah, that's you see. That's because I know that you guys are putting that stuff out there. Yeah, so I think it's a really you know, important part. You know, the content creation is the thing these days.
You know, 3/4 of the people out there who say you don't share trade secrets. Statistics will tell you 3/4 of the people who watch those videos don't even own cars to fix with the same information and knowledge.
Yes.
Most people are watching it for the fun of it. Most people are watching it to gain basic knowledge over how this works, how that works. So I think some of these things we just bring ourselves down, we slow ourselves down, because the same YouTube people we watch, they're putting it all out there. You know, there's certain videos where you'll be watching a YouTube video and it gets to the end of it and then it goes, oh yeah, so the mistake I made was I didn't tie this before tying this, so I have to take this all apart and tie this, then come back to it. And you're like, he actually put that out there. He could have left it and let you go there.
Let you go and do whatever, yeah.
So, dude, 3/4 of the time when we go through the car, we can't get it right. Google, YouTube, we find what we're looking for there. If those people didn't put it out there, where would we be? So, I think sharing information comes in handy. There are people who obviously won't want to tell you certain details of their cars. Duncan. There are people who won't tell you details of their cars. No names mentioned.
Duncan,
It's just
a big culprit, that one.
trade secret. So, but at the end of the day, I'll speak for Duncan. On your car, if you have a problem, he will help you. Yeah, he will tell you what you need to do. Yeah, he's Duncan. He's got his own reasons, but you never see his bonnet open. You don't know if there's a UZ or a JZ in that car. You don't know. But,
Mr. Hash Hash.
Then you've got a lot of patriots. I'll put it out there. I have issues with my cars. Mostly my M50s. I have issues with those. Though I reach out to a lot of patriots and they tell you the issue like that, like real simple, quick. They'll then say, oh, where are you? All right, I'm coming now. Come help you. I'll come help you, go through everything, you know. Many times people have had issues with BMs, 1Gs or Teslas. We'll laugh at the issue with JP like it's a simple thing, but we will show up, pull up, help you out, sort it out. So the knowledge, I think it's a plus for everyone if it's put out there.
Okay.
It's a plus.
Cool. What are some last words you guys would, you know, want to put out there for young people who want to get into this mechanics thing? I know my nephew the other day told me he would love to be a mechanic when he grows up. What are some words of encouragement, some advice for a young Zambian upcoming mechanic?
Cheaper. I'm just joking.
What?
I'm just joking.
What?
No. Okay, listen. On a serious note.
Edit that out. I don't know if the video will get put down because he said.
Cutscene. Just beep it out. Beep it out. Do it. Yeah. It won't be easy though, but do it. Me and him have this thing of, like, say, let's do this. Okay. What's needed? R&D. Me, him, the ghost, the one who's always late. We'll do R&D. The most important part is in the R&D. If you don't do your research and you just jump into it blindly, it will be costly because you find the things you've omitted are the things that will keep the things going, you know. So research is very important. But at the end of the day, do it. I mean, it feels nice when you do it. Now, I've turbocharged 20 cars of my own, bro. They break, but hey, it feels nice, man. That achievement, that feeling of I did it. Yeah, that feels good. If you saw the Alteza in its original form. Like, we still have the videos, dude, and you see it now. It's a totally different car. Why? Because he went out. He said, okay, I'll do it. Got everything for the car. Like, literally, me, I used to cut corners. Like, say, me, my things, I'll do half of it, let it sit for the next 6 months, do the other half. JB got everything for the car. Everything. Powered it up. So much that the car was running in
No time. Yeah.
backed as an automatic, came back as a manual. Like, no issues. Everything working.
We did that swap like in any
Just like car was running in the afternoon. So gather everything you need, put it together. There is a lot of don't do it. Some of them are benefiting to you not to do them. Some of them you won't know if you try, You won't know if you try. You won't know if you don't try, sorry.
No, if you don't try.
I think I would say maybe like attention to detail. Like, if you do not have that skill, you need to find it and like every day improve it, because the more attentive you are to the things you're doing, the easier the work gets. Yeah, like it's almost like the way I remove engines in 335s. Like, I can do that in like 20 minutes. The engine is out.
Yeah.
Swap whatever I need to swap. In another 20 minutes, the engine is back in the car. The car is running. By the end of the day, the client has the car. Because I already know what things need to be untied and what steps.
Yeah.
So I would urge a lot of young people like to be very attentive to detail. Always have a plan before you do something. Like, you need to measure twice, cut once. Type of a thing. So you always need to make sure that whatever you're trying to achieve, you have already planned it out. You've dotted all the I's, and things are making sense. Then you can now actually start spending money, because you wouldn't want a situation where you spent money and then it hasn't worked out, and then you now have to correct that thing by spending more money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you keep doing that enough, you get to a point where you're just frustrated. It's not making sense.
I feel advised by your advice,
Yeah.
because today I actually bought a fuel pump I didn't need, because I didn't. What's that thing you said? Cut twice.
Measure twice, cut once.
If I did that, I wouldn't have wasted 500 on a fuel pump.
So, like, a lot of these things can be solved just by being either A, attentive to detail, and two, planning. Because even in this field for mechanics, there's a lot of misdiagnosis. A lot of mechanics tend to diagnose the symptoms and not the actual problem that the car is facing. So, and as you are the client, the mechanic will be telling you, no, you need to buy this. You go and
you keep buying.
Put it on the car, nothing happens.
happens.
And they'll tell you, no, you need to buy this other thing. You buy that, nothing happens. And it ends up being a rabbit hole that, once you go so far into it, even you as the client, you're just like, this car, I mean, it's not worth it anymore.
And not really that the car is problematic, but
Yes.
because
Yeah.
the person is not paying attention to
You're not
detail.
paying attention to detail. So,
Had you seen the crack on the radiator on the load?
Bro,
Wouldn't be here. Right?
I think it's now time to end this one.
If you pay attention to that, I mean, if our brother didn't just after Lexus, that car would be running smooth right now.
Yeah.
So, it's small things that we ignore.
no, is it that though?
Yeah, he thought he was in 5.
If he just felt the spring in
the shifter. Thank you.
He's in the right place,
You would have known, bro. You would have known. But
One would have known.
nonetheless, we appreciate him for making an M50
Wow.
graveyard.
Now you want to talk, because we have mentioned your gearbox failure.
If that car was still on the road, I would not be driving a 370.
Wow. It was a blessing in disguise.
Blessing.
This shift was a
So,
blessing.
are we selling that car now?
Which one?
The battery for 5.
I'd rather see it burn.
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Before you go, so one, would you advise people to have like a mechanic on speed dial, or should we all just occasionally like look at the YouTube video and at least start learning?
that goes both ways. Always have a mechanic on speed dial and look at the YouTube video at the same time. When you call a mechanic and say the guy is doing, like, I'll give an example of Uranix. If the terminal is loose, just go I'll tell you, just watch your YouTube video, Google battery position, terminal location, and I'll tell you how does this thing look. Press it down, tight, the cap start. But for more complicated things, 3/4 of the people I know, mechanics inclusive, petrolheads inclusive, SOC inclusive, when they hear knock, they say it will go away in the morning. A friend of mine, Zayn, SOC, the list is endless. When I hear knock, I don't lie to myself. I say, goddamn. Oh, sorry. I say, oh, yeah. I've heard SOC on many occasions say in the morning, it will go. And in the morning, it's louder. You know, sometimes you really can't diagnose it, like you can't hear it. But when you hear certain things on the car that sound out of your league, call your mechanic. Please do not do your self-diagnosis. You end up spending more. So
both are important.
Both are important. Both are important.
Like I would encourage everybody. You know, you spend money to buy these cars. You know, it's your vehicle, it's your asset. So you need to actually take time to understand how this thing operates. I can't emphasize that enough. Like if you have to watch YouTube videos about your car, they are there. You know, just search about your car, you will find everything. Even the most common issues that are plagued by it and all that stuff, you find all that on YouTube or on Google. But I encourage everybody to take interest in your vehicle, because it's your vehicle, you paid for it, and then
you drive it.
You drive it, and working on your own car sometimes allows you to have a better understanding of how the car is performing. So
also improves your vocabulary.
Yeah.
How you explain things about
it. Get to know these things quickly, even before they actually get worse, because you know that this noise I've never heard it before.
Yeah.
You know. Then yes, you should have a trusted mechanic on speed dial. You know, only one mechanic needs to work on your car. I wouldn't advise you to have more than one mechanic, because another person does things.
To pay the mechanic.
Another person does things in a different way. And then, the other guy has to come and either start fixing that guy's things that he did for him before he can even start doing the work.
Yeah.
So it's easier if you just work with the same person,
and avoid leaving dates with your mechanic, which will make you go to another mechanic when you have another problem, because you can't go back.
Because you can't go back to your current mechanic.
Avoid leaving dates.
Yeah. So I, for one, always make sure that my clients understand what the job is that I'm doing and how I resolve the issue. They need to know that, so that next time something of the sort happens, I don't need to show up, or you don't need to show up. Just call me and I will tell you what to touch for your car to be okay. So I make that like an emphasis. Never understand your vehicle.
Okay. And then the second one was what are some simple things that people can do to help run their cars better, or help them not spoil their cars, or something in those lines?
Most importantly, at least make it a habit to check your oil. That's usually the lead to a lot of dead engines. The oil will tell you a lot. It will tell you it's dirty, to tell you there's shavings, it will tell you it's slow. So for me, the most important thing on a car is your oil and your coolant. For your regular people who don't know much, develop an interest in monitoring your oil levels, your coolant levels, and don't just start your car on a cold morning in July and put it in drive and go. No. Start the car, let it stabilize, warm up,
Fuel.
Exactly. So they complain about fuel, but I've seen people say, why is the car running? No. Just observe your car. Sometimes while the car is running, warming up, it will tell you a lot. Some cars, right there, if you've got one of those misfires that comes and goes, when you start the car in the morning, it will pop up like after some seconds. You hear the idle change to blip. Something's not right. And please check your coolant and your oil. Brake fluid too. Fluids run the car. Your oil will determine how long your engine will last. Your oil in partnership with your coolant. Your brake fluid will determine whether you stop or you know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I can tell everybody out there is, the people that design these vehicles and put these things in your engine base, they did not put the dipstick for me to check your oil.
That's actually for you.
Dipstick is there for you to check your oil. All the clear bottles and all those level things that are there, they're all for you to check your own level. Me, if I want to check your oil level, I'm going to undo the drain plug. I'll
see how many liters come out.
How many liters is in there. But for you who's not a mechanic, they actually put that little thing there for you to see max and minimum, as basic as you can have it, so that you can understand what's happening with your vehicle. So yes, like my friend over here said, you need to take time and check your fluids, check your brake pads, check your tail lights. In Zambia,
people neglect that a lot.
I don't understand.
Like for real.
Check that all your lights are working. Take time to check your vehicle, because if you take that little time to check your vehicle, you are helping the next person who's going to be following you behind to know that okay, this guy, their car is fit to be on the road. Otherwise, you could be a person that just causes an accident.
Over simple things. Yeah.
Just simply because you didn't buy 5 quarts at a tail light.
Yeah. True. Alright, cool. No, guys, I think we've got everything out of the way. Thank you so much for being with us here on the podcast. It has been Tio and JB from Ilile Auto. And obviously, the podcast is also brought to you by Auto Select, where we buy, sell, and import vehicles. So if you want to buy, sell, or import your vehicle, definitely look up Auto Select. And we'll just keep the topics running like this, guys. Just different topics that get you guys to have information about motorsport. We've talked with the mechanics today. Who knows what we're going to be talking about next? You guys can drop a comment. We're very active in the comment section. And obviously, you can leave a like and follow Z Gear, and also leave a like and follow Ilile Auto as well. You guys have stickers.
We still have stickers. You can call.
These guys have stickers. I've got Ilile sticker on my car.
You need one.
Everybody needs to get an Ilile sticker.
It adds 50 HP. Car becomes stable.
And then the Z Gear sticker adds another 50. 300 horsepower.
And did you know, by driving with the Ilile sticker on your car, just by the virtue of you driving with the Ilile sticker on your car, fuel consumption drops,
goes down, and you need that. It's now 33.47.
I'm telling you, you need a sticker.
You need that.
You need a sticker.
So guys, grab yourselves a sticker, Z sticker, Ilile sticker, and we'll just continue having a good time. But until the next one, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers.
Take care. Drive safe.